morning, girls. Today we're going to start by talking about healthy food choices. There was another video that was attached that you probably already watched that kind of talked about healthy foods versus foods that aren't so healthy. There are good foods to eat that are really good for our bodies, and then there's like candy and things like that that we shouldn't eat very often. And we have in your Monday packet a plate that says choosemyplate.gov, and it talks about the sizes of the portions: fruits, grains, vegetables, proteins, and dairy. And again, your video covered that a little bit more. And you can color this. If you were in school, we would laminate this and make it a placemat. We can't do that this year, but you can still use it as a placemat. Okay. The next thing that we're going to talk about is patterning. We have fruit pattern challenge. There are two sheets. This first sheet, it might be on the back of yours. I think it might be your second, but go ahead and get it out first, and you'll see that it has simple patterns: apple, banana, apple, banana, apple, banana. Yes, and this is what we're used to. So friends, you're going to cut out each of these. What are they? Squares. Kiss your brain. Each of these squares. And you're going to glue the one that completes the pattern. So up here, what comes after the apple? Banana. Kiss your brains. Okay, let's do the next one. Orange, grapes. Orange, grapes. Orange. Tell me what it is. Oh, nice job. Okay, then we do this one. Banana, strawberry, banana, strawberry, banana. What was it? Strawberry. Kiss your brains. Yes. So you're going to glue the strawberry there. Okay, the next one is a little more complicated, families. And I really had to look at this one. And you really have to look at what comes after the fruit that's on there, okay? So this one's not something we're used to doing. So if you decide to scrap this one, you do not have to finish this fruit pattern challenge. This isn't something that we typically do. It just kind of came together, so we sent both. But it's apple, banana, orange, banana, apple. What comes after the apple? Banana. Then we have orange, grape, strawberry, grape, orange. So what comes after the orange? Your grapes. Look at the next one here. So we've used the grapes and we've used the banana. So we have strawberries, orange, and apple left. And there's no oranges in it, so we can say there's not going to be an orange because there's no orange on this whole row, so it's not going to repeat. So we have either an apple or a strawberry. So we have strawberry, banana, apple. Then we have a strawberry again, then a banana. What do you think? I think we're going to start with a strawberry again. Okay, the other one doesn't make sense. So that one's a super tricky one. But like I said, you do not have to do that one. You can skip that for sure. And let me get the next thing. There's a couple more pages of those. There's a lot of pages of those, actually. So let me see here. What I will do is I would pick out the simple patterns for those of you whose kids are starting patterning and aren't really getting the hang of it yet, and that's okay. This is a later skill. So then we have the one with the orange and the watermelon at the top. You'll want to do that one. So do those for sure. Those are the only two that I want you to send to me this week. You do not have to send the other ones. So the ones with the apple, banana, and orange and watermelon, okay? And you're going to complete those patterns. And the rest of them, like I said, you can either do those with them or you can just scrap them. Okay. So I actually think we have a couple copies in this one. Let me see here. Then we have for Monday the healthy vegetables challenge. Okay, so you're gonna color in the vegetables. Are French fries a vegetable? Nope. Is broccoli a vegetable? Yeah. Eggplant? Onion? Let's see. I'm thinking that's cucumber. So is cucumber? It is. And then a carrot? Yes. How about a hot dog? No. corn and potatoes? They are. How about potato chips? No. What about lettuce? Yes. Cookies? No. Pumpkin? Yes. What about candy? No, not a vegetable. Okay, so you're going to color those. And again, there's one with a boy and one with a girl. You can do both, or you can just pick whichever one you'd like to pick and color. Okay, the other thing we have on Monday, pick them up here. They're little like tables, and they have the silverware and a number on them, and the salt and pepper. So what I want you to do with this, there were pictures, but they didn't copy very good. So instead, I want you to go find one thing. So it could be a picture of something from a magazine, or it could be something out of your kitchen. It might be a can of green beans. So if it's a 1, I want you to put one item on it. So, and you can use a food item, or if you don't have food items, you could use toys. So I'm going to pretend this is a can of green beans. This is my placemat and it says 1. So I'm going to put 1 can on it. Okay. Then we have the number 2. So I might put 2 cans of corn on this. I'm going to pretend right now my markers are corn, which is kind of silly. This one could be a cello. So I'm going to put 1 ear of corn or can of corn and then a second one. So there's 2 items on that. And then on 3, how many items are you going to put on the table for 3? That's right, you're going to put 3 on there. So we have 3. And then you're going to do the same thing with 4 items, and then 5 items. Okay? Like I said, you can use either toy food or real food from the kitchen. That's up to you and your family to do. Okay, so the other thing on Monday is your weather chart and your letter T mat for the Play-Doh. The last thing you have, and this is kind of extra, families. Some of your kids are really doing well with numeral identification and counting. And again, this is not necessarily a pre-K level thing, just something a little extra. So that if you choose to do this with them, that's okay. Do not feel like you have to. There are a lot of kids that aren't ready for this, but I just want to kind of include it just in case you either want to expose them to it or for the ones that are ready. So up here, it gives little addition problems. It says 1 plus 4 equals, what does 1 plus 4 equal? 5 plus 0 equals, what does 5 plus 0 equal? So they're just some handy dandy facts there, which you can use. Okay, and then something else you can do with this, actually, as I'm thinking about it, you can go back and you can get your mats out. Because I think these, yes, they'll only go up to that number. So you can get out your placemats after you add them together. And you can actually do it at the same time if you wish. And you can use these facts with your tables. So you can cut out each of these squares. And if it's 1 plus 4, it equals 5. So I would find my 5 placemat, and I could cut my square and put it there for 4 plus 1 equals 5, okay? And if you have the objects on there that they can see how many are there, you can use them to add and subtract. So if there are 5 cans here, they can see that 1 can plus 4 cans equals 5 cans. Okay, and I don't believe none of the facts go above 5, so this should work with all of those. So 0 plus 1, you could have it on your number 1 placemat because 0 plus 1 equals 1. And again, if you have the canned food or your toy food or your objects out, you can use those as like little counters to move. So we would say 1 plus nothing, 0, would equal 1. And that would all go on my number 1 chart there. So I could cut out this bowl and put it on my number 1. Okay, so that is that. Just kind of combine those two things together. Okay, so if you have any questions about anything, please just let me know. And again, that last part was a little more advanced, and you do not have to do that part of it, but you can just to expose them. And if you just want to do a couple, that's okay too. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, please let me know. Bye. Thank you.